demonstration involved with that.
Good morning.
Morning.
A real common question that I get, since we're an IT company that deal a lot with small businesses, is people will come up to me and say, I want to buy a laptop, what should I get? Before you get all tied up in the numbers, and believe me, computers love numbers, when you go out to buy them with the 4 gigabytes and the 3.2 megahertz, and retailers intentionally make those numbers confusing, and they do it so you can't do apples to apples comparison when you go from one store to the next store. They don't want you to write down the information, be able to go over to Office Depot and say, hey, I can get this cheaper at Best Buy. So they intentionally make it where you can't compare them. Before you ever get that far, the first question I ask people, you've got to consider what you're going to use your laptop for. And that makes a huge factor in determining what size you're going to get. Nowadays, there's typically 4 sizes of laptops that are real common. I'll start with the larger one. This is a really nice laptop. It's a 17-inch monitor. It also has the 10-key keypad over off to the side. People that work a lot with numbers, Excel, accounting programs, that want to be able to do it at home and while they're traveling, this is a wonderful laptop for them because it's real easy to work with. They have the 10-key feature and they do a lot of that. If you're traveling a lot though, this is a horrible laptop to have if you're that poor person in the middle seat in an airplane because it takes up more than your lap. So if you travel a lot, it may not be the best laptop for you. But if you do a lot with accounting programs, Word and Excel, this is a very, very good sized laptop to have. Almost a corporate standard. Sprint issues them, Black & Veatch issues them, is the Dell 15-inch laptop. This, you see more corporate traveling salespeople with this size laptop than anyone that's out there. It's size-wise, it's real nice size. It does not have the 10-key keypad feature, so the keyboard's a little bit different to use, but it is a normal size keypad. Travel-wise, size-wise, it's nice and light, easy to carry, and easy to move along with. So it's a nice laptop for a salesperson, somebody that's working from home. Students, this is a real good size laptop for students. My daughter sits with hers every night on the sofa and does her homework on it, and when she's done with her homework, she watches YouTube after YouTube. About 3 years ago, they came out with what they call the netbooks. It's a nice size laptop. It's about 10 inches, really light, really easy to carry. It's great if you're primarily going to be doing emails, surfing the web, some word processing. Excel doesn't work very good on it. I think you only see about column H. You don't get into anything past that, so you do a lot of scrolling and stuff. Salespeople, this is a great laptop for salespeople because it's easy to do a PowerPoint presentation on. It's easy for them to carry it into the meetings. But to try and, the keypad on this is a little bit narrower than a normal size keypad, so it gets a little cramped when you try to type with it, just because the keys seem a little out of sorts. But this size laptops came out in about late 2009, and what has killed this is the tablets. This was going to be, when these first came out, everybody thought this was going to revolutionize the industry, that man, this was going to kill the desktop and the laptop, but it died a real short death because what came out next was the tablets. I have I think this is a 10-inch tablet. You also get the size tablets. The iPads are more of a 10-inch size tablets. These are great. One thing I love about this one is it fits in my back pocket. I can actually carry it around, I can go around, I just have to be careful when I sit down. But it's real easy if I'm going somewhere and I want something bigger than this to be able to do emails on. The downside to these is the keypads. And most of these have a really hard time doing any type of business application. If you're an accounting person and you want to do your QuickBooks at home, you're not going to be doing it on one of these. It's also, for me, I never learned how to type. So I have always been a hunt and peck typist. So the keypad on these are second nature to me because I'm used to doing it. Well, my wife types something like 100 words a minute, and for her, she can't stand this because she's always wanting to try and, how do I get over to that W key with my little finger? So it drives her bananas trying to use one of these. So these are really handy for if you're doing email, you're surfing the web, you just kind of want to stay connected, Facebook, LinkedIn. They're great for staying connected, but to try and do real, intense business applications, forget it, you're not going to get that done. So real quickly, if you want something that's going to replace the desktop at home, this is your best bet. If you just want to stay connected and surf the web, you're looking more at the tablet, iPad size. And for a quick history lesson, this is my very first laptop. One of the features of this laptop is it had its own built-in carrying handle. This laptop weighs about 18 pounds. And it cost me about $3,000. I took out my very, very first bank loan to purchase this laptop back in 1989. And it has traveled the country from Florida to Vancouver to Maine to San Diego. I carried it with me when I was an event planner all over the place. So it definitely got it used, and believe it or not, it still works. So I can fire it up and run it, and it runs Windows 3.0.